Fresh got exposed for getting a woman pregnant, who Fresh and Fit now claim was an escort, which makes him look even worse. And this whole situation has become a huge disaster for the Fresh and Fit podcast because how poorly they've handled everything. And on top of that, Abba and Preach, who they had issues with in the past, just dropped their third video about the situation. Their last video was them interviewing the woman, which I thought shed a lot of light on her relationship with Fresh, but this one is wild. I was actually editing another video when their video popped up. I watched the first 10 seconds of it and was dying laughing. So I decided to make a video about it. But I'm Jew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
We got ourselves another video on Fresh and Fit. I wonder how they feel about it.
Again! These guys were so quick to try to use this as content to make us look bad. They didn't properly vet this girl, but it's okay. I'm going to do it for them. But then she's running around and telling Abba and Preach and all these other simps, oh, I'm not an escort, and they're believing it. Oh, okay, I believe it. And you best believe, I'm calling immigration on you. You shouldn't even be here.
All of a sudden, they think that this kind of character assassination is going to somehow lend credence to the fact that Fresh is asking her to get an abortion.
Yeah, the way that Fresh and Fit went about trying to change the narrative of this whole scandal is really weird. I don't think it matters that she's an escort or she was a thief or anything else in her past. The real issue is Fresh had unprotected sex with her and was not pulling out, as if he doesn't know how babies are made. And adding that she was an escort or anything else just makes Fresh look even crazier.
And this is not the first time. Fresh has done this to other women. And I wouldn't believe it if it came from another woman. But guess who it came from? Pug CEO himself.
Go ahead. What's the worst thing you guys have done to a girl?
So, if you guys know Tom Likas, there's something called the Hail Mary.
Yeah.
And like,
shit.
basically,
You about to tell this story?
Okay, so basically, right, I was with this chick and it wasn't working out, but she got pregnant. And then I kind of told her like, yo, we can work this out. Don't worry about it, but we can't have kids right now. And then I did a Hail Mary.
Tell them what the Hail Mary is. Tell them what it is.
Okay.
Go all the way.
Okay. So the Hail Mary is, for example, right, where like you tell the chick what she wants to hear, and you can have kids later on, make her get an abortion, and you never see her again.
It's so hard to listen to Fresh talk. It's just agonizing. And on top of that, I don't know why him and Marvin thought it was a good idea of him sharing this story.
Fresh, you ever gonna stop self-snitching?
Again! You fucking idiots!
And in case you're wondering whether or not this is a real story, if you keep watching the clip, you'll see that being said, Fresh says it's real.
Exactly.
People were like, oh, why would you think this? Because this is who Fresh is. This is things he's done before. So essentially, this guy gets a girl pregnant, pretends he's going to be with her, says, listen, I want babies with you, but it's just not the right time. So the girl's so in love, she's like, all right, to be with you, I'll get rid of it, and then we'll have kids together in the future when it's going to be the right time. And then he dumps her after she got the abortion. Does this seem like the kind of person who's trustworthy and responsible? He's a deceptive individual who will say anything to a woman to get her to like him, and then will also lie to her to get himself out of any situation.
If I bring a girl on camera, she's not my girl.
I brought her. No, I don't. Love you, babe.
Love you.
When I say Fresh is not credible and he's a dishonest person, this is what I mean.
The nuclear family is the backbone to any thriving society.
Is it part of the nuclear family to nut beside a bunch of women that you don't actually want to be with and get them pregnant and hope they get abortions? Is this how you father families and don't create single-parent households? You know,
the problem with Fresh and Fit that a lot of people have is they don't practice what they preach. There have been so many instances of them saying one thing and doing the complete opposite, whether that's being on sugar daddy sites looking for women or the type and quality of women that they actually deal with compared to what they tell their listeners to deal with. And this is just icing on the cake now, having unprotected sex with a bunch of women and just hoping that they either don't get pregnant or they won't keep the baby. It's crazy.
All this time, people and them, they've been saying that we're not red pill. And we're not, but neither are you.
Facts. What is more beta than coming inside of women that y'all claim are sex workers and getting them pregnant and risking all your financial future?
Exactly.
What is more beta than having an online beef with somebody and then putting on monkey suits and then losing millions of dollars because you want to be an idiot on camera?
Yeah, that's another thing. I would never respect Fresh and Fit after going on that whole racist tirade against black people, basically. Mask, the monkey mask, the monkey noises, all of it. It's just anti-black.
All you guys do is take L's.
Again!
Every time you guys get a chance. You embarrass yourself. And I know your fan base knows it because they're eviscerating you in the comments and they look at you guys like clowns. I don't know how you guys take this movement seriously. If you want to take it seriously, take it seriously. Their whole like destroying stream, they brought up her ID, they said all this other stuff. They provide no proof. And they never address any of the lies they told their own fans. They don't address the fact that Fresh did pay for that gift, even though he told fans they're stupid. They are literal receipts that show Fresh paid for it.
The Chinese escort, because I'm about to get Fresh on this one too. So Fresh, you gave an extremely expensive Von Cleef bracelet, which are worth up to $30K, to a Chinese escort you just met. Now, Fresh, you claim that you didn't give her the gift. That's what you claim.
Show me the proof.
Number one, he didn't buy the bracelet for her.
So here's where you're wrong. One, she's on the escort, and two, I didn't buy a bracelet. So what are you trying to say, bro? Where's your proof? You have no proof.
Fresh, you're lying. Bro, you're Fresh. You're Fresh. You're a trick, bro. You're lying. And everyone sees it. There's all ones in the chat, bro.
So you didn't buy
Fresh,
it?
so can you...
No.
You're just trying to say that he bought the bracelet. He didn't buy the bracelet.
You ever met somebody or had a friend that lied all the time about the dumbest, littlest stuff? I feel like that's Fresh. He's a pathological liar about stuff he doesn't need to lie about. Nobody cares if you have 1,000 body count, or you got with 4 girls in one night because you met an NBA player at a bar, or if you bought this girl that you were dealing with a gift or not. Who actually cares at the end of the day? Your word and reputation should mean more to you than just lying about little insignificant stuff that doesn't matter, which adds up over the time, and you prove yourself untrustworthy.
You're saying, oh, Fresh bought her a Van Cleef bracelet. You have no proof of this.
None.
No, it's not true. He paid half and I paid half. What's the issue if you tell everyone you bought me the bracelet? But then he was like, don't say it. He just told me to shut up.
If Fresh says it's not his baby or she's not pregnant, then just demand a DNA test. Why don't you go do that? There's a reason why you're not going to do it. The reason why you're not going to do it is because you know it's your kid. They claim that she's a worker, okay? I don't care. I said in the first video, she claims she's not, and you claim she's not.
This girl comes from a rich-ass family.
Yeah, bro.
You know how difficult it is to get a fucking visa as a Chinese national to come to the United States as often as she does? She comes from a very wealthy family, bro.
Here's where you're wrong. One, she's on the escort, and two, I didn't buy a bracelet.
Fresh, why are you even addressing this? Live your life. You're not doing anything a person in your shoes wouldn't do. You're living the dream, and people gonna hate as long as you know you do right by your people, and with God, you're good.
The problem is,
very
bro,
true.
is that
Yeah, that's false. When you have a podcast and a huge platform built on the advice that you give to other men on how to live their lives, and it's proven that you're doing the complete opposite of what you're telling men to do, you lose credibility, and your following and your fans won't trust you anymore. And your podcast and your brand and your platform loses value and influence. So I do think he had to address this. I just think they chose to address it wrong.
You guys wonder why, like, we're reluctant to, like, show you guys stuff that we do behind the scenes. It's because people got to be weird, bro.
But the reason you guys don't do it is because you guys are fraudsters. And if you really show what happens behind the curtain, they're going to see that you don't live the lifestyle that you proclaim. This is evidence of that. Because whether this girl's an ex-worker or not really has no importance to me. But it has an importance to your movement and the things that you guys profess. These are the exact kind of women that you tell all the men to, if she is what you say she is, this is the exact kind of woman you tell every guy to avoid. Fresh has supposedly had 1,000 bodies.
Pretty successful ladies. You know, we're both triple-digit notch count. He's in the quadruples.
So, my honest to God truth body count, bro, no cap. You ready for it? It's over 1,000. I'm dead ass serious. I remember I told you, right? I told you about in Barbados when. So basically, guys, I'm gonna break it down for you, right?
And you can't tell a good one from a bad one? Doesn't this just make you look like you have zero credibility?
A lot of guys don't have that ability to find a woman that's worthy.
You don't have that ability.
I don't have that ability?
You're not married.
That's by choice.
But no, the ability to find a woman, you clearly don't have that ability.
The reason why I like Angie is because she has some goddamn self-respect, okay? And that self-respect has put her in situations where she's lost jobs and lost opportunities because she doesn't want to sell her soul. I never wanted to come publicly about that, but since people keep fucking making these accusations, these claims, that is the God honest truth. She's lost 1 million opportunities and chances because she refuses to dress provocatively, refuses to do certain things, and refuses to sell her soul for $1, okay? That's what it is.
Yeah.
There you go. She has a dad, guys. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her dad. You know.
I wonder how many more times they're gonna make this mistake.
Again!
And?
Again!
And?
Again!
But never forget what they told us many, many, many years ago.
We are better than you niggas, period.
I go like,
we're better than you. We make more money than you. We got a better fucking channel than y'all. We get more views than y'all. The only thing you guys got on us is you guys been on longer. But I guarantee you, next year, this time, we're gonna lap you motherfuckers. Because you know what? Nobody works harder than us.
Nope.
Like they always say, be careful how you treat people on the way up because it's the same people that you see on the way down.
How's that going? How's that going? One demonetization and losing millions of dollars later. How's that going? Yeah, always going to lose. Huh? They showed some kind of video of her, which is supposedly her with a client.
Okay, but it's an anonymous source. Okay, so this is a photo of her meeting up with a guy, and it gets better. We got video and audio.
No. We can transfer. Do you have cash?
We don't even see her face.
They don't have this.
That's a receipt. A receipt without a date, without a fucking store, without a fucking item, is not a receipt. Because what you have is a piece of paper.
That's facts.
This is what I mean when I say Fresh and Fit chose to handle this situation wrong. Making her look worse doesn't make Fresh look any better. It makes him look worse because that basically means you have no discernment, you have a horrible taste in women, and you're just dumb enough to get an escort, a thief, a criminal, whatever she is, pregnant. That makes Fresh look worse. Honestly, Fresh could have just addressed this one time. Yeah, it happened. I messed up. We're going to work it out in private. And he could have kept it moving and the podcast wouldn't be where it is right now, which is up against the ropes defending themselves.
Whether she is a or not, I don't care.
Doesn't even matter.
It doesn't even matter. Did Fresh get her pregnant or not? And if he did, he got to be accountable for that.
Doesn't matter.
That's it. It's just funny to me that the dudes who were supposed to be experts at this literally couldn't see something that was supposedly right in their face, but their own fans could see it. You introduce her to your mom and your whole family. You was eating out her box. If she is what you claim she is, that's a bigger L for you. The fact that you got on a podcast and thought, yo, this is a W, I'm about to eviscerate everything. All you did was make your brand look more shaky, you dumbass.
Again, who cares about this? Because if anything, the implication is that Fresh also paid for it, which doesn't make him look any better in this whole scenario.
Now, me personally, this is how I think it's all gonna end. I don't think she's gonna keep the kid. I think everyone's going to be able to move on. And if I'm the Chinese national, there's no way I'm having some half-black baby to go back to China and have to be socially ostracized. Another L for Fresh and Fit. They can't stop taking them.
So that's the video. I think unless some more scandalous news comes out, Abba and Preacher probably moving on from this situation and won't do another video about it. I don't know if Fresh and Fit are going to keep defending themselves, attacking other creators and addressing this, but really Fresh needs to handle this privately and they should move on from it because it's horrible for their brand. But y'all let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. Are Fresh and Fit hurting their brand by continuing to address this situation, or do you think they got to fight back? Also, if you want to become a channel member, click the join button below. Make sure you check out the next video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.